Hey everyone, this is Shayna from wordofmouth.org, and I'm here with wordofmouth.org crash course speaker Tim McClure. Tim, can you tell us a little bit about the case study you'll be talking about on May 10th?
Well, mine's pretty simple, actually. I'm the author of Don't Mess with Texas, which is the Texas anti-litter battle cry, I guess you would call it, for the last 25 years, and it's the most successful anti-litter campaign in history.
Awesome. What are the top 3 lessons people will learn in your session?
Well, I'm not a teacher by trade, but I would say that they will learn that you should know your audience, that you should speak their language, and that you should listen to your mother.
That last one, it seems pretty general.
It'll be more specific in my little talk.
Fair. So what was the biggest challenge you faced with the Don't Mess with Texas campaign?
Well, you know, I grew up in Texas. I'm a native Texan, and we Texans believe that it's in our inalienable right to litter. So we needed to appeal to Texans' pride in the Lone Star State to convince them otherwise.
Okay. So what is your favorite word-of-mouth story of all time?
Gee. Well, there are 26 of them, actually. The 26 stories we tell in the book, Don't Mess with Texas, the story behind the legend, and I will be talking about that a bit in my speech, but they're the stories of making of the 26 commercials we did for Don't Mess with Texas, and the behind-the-scenes stories that most people would have never guessed took place. And so I think that I finally put those words down in a book and published it a few years ago, and it's been those are probably my favorite word-of-mouth stories of all time.
Can you give us a hint at one of them?
Well, you know, there were 26 different Texas stars, from musicians to sports stars and so forth, but anyone that reads the book will hear from the legendary Stevie Ray Vaughan. They'll get a glimpse at what it's like to work with Willie Nelson, Lyle Lovett, Leanne Rimes. They'll even meet the creature from the Texas coast. So all in all, 26 stories, some of which nearly met in tragedy, and all were now the most memorable stories I've got in my career.
Well, it sounds exciting. Well, that's all the time we have now, but thanks, Tim, and you can come to the wordofmouth.org crash course in Austin on May 10th to hear more from Tim McClure, and for one day of love, happiness, and word of mouth. Go to wordofmouth.org/crash course to register.